Hi guys, Jeremy here. Welcome back to another SCP Containment Breach video. Today I will be going over how to deal with and expect SCP-173. So basically I'll show you where to expect him and how to counter him. There are 11 total room events for SCP-173, which is more than any other SCP in the game. 3 of these room events you will have a 100% chance of encountering SCP-173, and the other 8 is a high chance but not guaranteed. The first room you are guaranteed to encounter him in is this one right here. Right as you start the game, you'll start here, and as soon as you cross over this threshold, SCP-173's event will activate, and he'll be right down here. To counter him here, you just want to stand behind the middle of this desk. If you stand any further than that, he will kill you, like this. If I stand right here, he will kill me. Right there. But if I don't, I'll stay alive. You don't have to look at him in this part. Once it says hold X to run, then it's safe to leave this room. The second room you are guaranteed to see SCP-173 in is this room right here. This is where you find the level 1 keycard. Alright, so what you want to do, you want to blink before you go in here. You just want to stand here, wait for the lights to go out. Alright. Once the lights turn back on, he will be somewhere in this bottom area. So right as you can see right now, he's here. He can be anywhere down here, in this side, or on the other side too. There's a lot of space for him to be down here. Just be aware that at this point in the game, he will be down here. You don't have to worry about him up here, because he is stuck down here. Just be aware that he will sometimes open this door as well, and that can be deadly, if you're not paying attention. If you hear a door open, just look at there. Just snap your neck over there, in that direction. Well, don't actually let him snap your neck, but snap your neck yourself in that direction. You can find 2 batteries in this room, as well as a gas mask and the level 1 keycard. Get away with that, huh? Stay put, you big baby. Peanut. Alright, the third and final guaranteed room event where you are guaranteed to encounter him is the light testing chamber. This is where you get the level 2 keycard, after you get to level 1 of course. As soon as you open this door, he will spawn in this room right here. It doesn't matter where he is, he could be standing right here, you open the door, he'll despawn and go in here. So if he's chasing you, for example, you can just open this door and make him despawn in there. That can be helpful in sticky situations. So to counter this room, you just want to enter this door, obviously close it behind you. You're going to blink here, and yeah, he's right there. You can look away from him here. He will sometimes move, but he will not be able to kill you as long as you don't blink. You do not want to blink in here, because he will crash through this glass if I blink. See, he just crashed through, and now he is right there. So you want to make sure to come in here, grab the items, and do not blink until you close this door and you're out of the room, because he will crash through the glass and kill you. Alright, that'll be it for the room events, for the 100% chance room events, and now moving on to the ones that are high chance but not guaranteed. The first one of the high chance room events is the smoke room. Now, it is very likely that he will spawn inside of here. Now, there are 2 ways to go about this. I'm going to save so that way he doesn't leave. The first way to go about this is to put on a gas mask, right? First of all, you want to kind of like locate him, right? You want to open up this door, kind of look like this, and leave. That is the first way to go about it. The second way to go about it is safer in my opinion, and also is worse if you don't have a gas mask. You just open up this door, and you lure him out. Oh, there he is. Okay, that kind of scared me a little bit. Just lure him out. He might have been stuck behind the door. Alright. In that case, we do this. Come on out. Come on, buddy. Just lure him out the room. Where'd he go? Peanut. Bit close for comfort there. And then after that, you can just be sure to look at this door so he doesn't open it, and you can go through safely. The second room event that is likely to occur is in this room right here. The room where there's like a little indent right there. he will very often spawn inside of that indent, so you want to be aware. You want to be aware of that. Okay, you want to make sure to check the corners, and you want to look to the side. And if there's an in there, just be aware that he will probably be in this room. He might not always be in the indent, but he's probably in this room, right? So obviously, all you got to do, just be aware of him, know where he is, and walk around him, right? Sneaky. The third room event where SCP-173 can be triggered is the red room, the test room. He will probably, yeah, he will basically always be right there to push that button. So you just want to go in here, make sure you're looking at him, open up the door, and then run through. Okay. Another thing to be aware of is the elevators. SCP-173 can be in these elevators, so you just want to be aware of that. He will not spawn in the tunnels, in the 939 tunnels. Ever. He cannot spawn in there. You just want to be aware when you're coming up the elevator that you're looking, that you blink before the doors open and you stand in one of these corners, because sometimes he will just spawn in here, so just make sure you can counter that. Another notable room for just to be aware of for SCP-173 are these elevator rooms. Now, sometimes a guard will spawn in here. We'll close the elevator. He's not doing too well. Sometimes the elevator will be open, sometimes it'll be closed, but you just want to make sure you look inside this elevator, because sometimes he'll hide back here or back here, and he will kill you when you walk by. So just make sure you look at that elevator. The fourth room event where SCP-173 is likely to spawn in is in heavy containment. This room, the fuse box room. The lights will turn off, and he will spawn right in the middle. You can just walk past him. Oh, hi. How did you get loose? You're kind of in my way, buddy. Do you mind? The fifth likely encounter with SCP-173 is in this room. It's basically the same as the light containment room, but it's got gas running along. So you always want to wear your gas mask for this, because the gas will make you blink faster and can get you killed very easily. Just want to walk past him, and that's it. There are a couple notable rooms that you need to know about in heavy containment, that being the SCP-049 tunnels. You cheeky little bugger. And also, you stay there. And also, the maintenance tunnels. Now, if you go into either of these two elevators, SCP-173 can spawn in their respective floors. He can spawn in the maintenance tunnels, and he can spawn in the 049 tunnels. These aren't room events, but just be aware that that can happen. It's way more likely on Keter than in safe. In fact, I've never had a safe run where he was in here or in the 049 tunnels. It's only been on Keter where that's happened, so just know that that can happen. Another room where SCP-173 is very likely to spawn is in SCP-008's chamber. He'll be in here behind that glass. And if you look away, you don't have to blink in this one. If you just so much as look away from this glass while you're in this room, he will crash through the glass and infect you with SCP-008 if you haven't contained it yet. So what you want to do for this, if you want to be safe, you can put on the hazmat suit. Obviously not necessary if you don't need it, but it'll stop 173 from being able to kill you if he crashes through. Right, so he's come through here, look at this window. He's not in there this time, but if he was in there, you would just look at him and get out, and as soon as you close this door, you're safe and he cannot hurt you. You just want to take off the hazmat suit and move on with your day. The final room events I will be talking about are the server rooms. There are two different kinds of server rooms, one with the straight catwalk and one with the corner catwalk. Now, I would highly advise, if possible, not dealing with the server rooms when you're going downstairs. When you're up here, it's a lot easier to deal with, but the strategy is still the same. You want to locate SCP-173, which can take a while. It's pretty difficult. There he is. But you basically just blink on the staircase, just wait for him to become visible, right? And you just want to snake your way through these servers, making sure to look at him. If you look away for a second, it's not a death sentence, because he does have some trouble navigating these servers. He gets stuck quite a lot. See, right now he's stuck behind that server, and if I blink, he will not move. Right, there you go. That's all you got to do for the server rooms. Now, the same server room from if you're approaching from the top, and you need to go down there. Once again, this is actually a lot easier. You just want to locate 173 once again. If you can get him below the staircase, that is preferable, because then you know exactly where he is. just want to make sure you know where to go, right? That's your target, right? You want to go to that staircase. Where is he? There he is. And you want to snake your way across while making sure to keep eye contact with him. A lot of people tell me that they're scared of the server rooms, which I guess it's kind of understandable, but it's really not that big of a threat once you know how to deal with it. It can be scary because you don't know where he is. As long as you know where he is, though, that's like half the battle. Well, he's dead, isn't he? Alright, and now for the other kind of server room. As you can see, this one has a straight catwalk instead of a corner. Now, first of all, approaching from the top, you're going to want to locate SCP-173. Don't assume that he's not down here just because you can't see him, because he can very easily hide behind these servers. The only important difference between this server room and the other one is you have to take a slightly different path, and also the staircase is located here instead of on that wall. It's located on this wall. Where'd he go? Buddy. Hey. Peanut. Yeah, you always want to make sure you know where he is before you go down there. As you can see, he's stuck on the servers right now. Just like a good peanut should be. Still stuck there? Huh? Come on. Move. I don't want you stuck there. Alright. Huh? What door did you just open? Is he back there? Hey! Oi! He really did go all the way back there, didn't he? Okay, I have no idea where this man is. If you seriously, for whatever reason, don't have time to find out where he is, you can always just wing it. I don't recommend it, though. You always want to find out where he is. I think right now he's back there, actually. Which is quite inconvenient. But, because I heard him open the door, right? The only door is back there. So I guess, in that case, just want to try to locate him. And yeah, he went through here, so. There you go. Yeah, if you know where he is, it's not a big problem because you can just look down at him. And do what I did in the other server room. Just gotta take a slightly different path like I just did there. Alright. And now for the long catwalk server room. From the bottom. Oh, he's very close. I can see my vision blurring out. That's how you know he's close. So he's probably like right here. Yeah, there he is. It's those little clues that help you figure out where he is. Just gonna go up and replenish my blink. There he is. Always make sure to keep your eye on him. Oh, kind of got stuck there. I'll go back up here just to be safe. He shouldn't kill me, right? Nope. Pat pat. Looking kind of cute today. Yeah, and you just want to walk around here, take that path, go behind here, just keep an eye on him in this general direction, so that way when you blink, you'll still be in vision. As you can see, he just slid down the stairs, and you've done it. Make sure to keep your eyes on him, even when you're up here, because he can sometimes get on those stairs and kill you. He died again. Alright, that covers the first section of the video with all the room events. Now on to some more general tips and tricks that will help you avoid SCP-173 when you're in an actual game and he's just running around. SCP-173 is the most common SCP you'll encounter in-game. It's basically omnipresent. Likewise, the tricks you need to use to avoid it are very easy to do because they're very common things, and you want to make sure to get used to them because they're habits you want to get into. You have to basically use them in every single room just to help avoid him because he's everywhere and you never know where he can be. The most basic tip I can give, and the most helpful one there is to simply check the corners. I'm not saying do this. You don't have to be that thorough, but just don't rush through rooms, right? Check the corners, especially in these rooms. You want to check these little edges. Make sure there is as little spots as possible to hide, or that 173 could be hiding from you, right? You want to minimize the amount of spots he could be hiding. Of course, there's always a very small chance he can be here or in that corner, and he'll be very hard to catch when you're walking by. So you can kind of mitigate that by turning a bit slower, so that way he'll approach you and not just immediately kill you. So yeah, that's how you deal with that. You just want to check the corners, right? Another example, check the corners. Here, look, check back here. No 173, and you can keep moving on. Another very, very basic tip is to just simply blink before opening doors. Just to have your blink meter reset, because if he, let's say, is in front of the door halfway through the corridor and you're on a quarter blink, you open up this door, he's right in front of you, you don't have enough time to move out the way, you die, right? So you always want to make sure you, you always want to make sure you blink before you open doors. That way you have all 15 seconds of your blink meter to deal with 173. This goes hand in hand with the next tip, which is to close the doors. SCP-173 can open doors, but he struggles with it. It takes him quite a while, and also when he does, it's very noticeable. So when you close doors, you can kind of stop him in his tracks. This is very useful, especially on Keter. If you don't close a door on Keter, it's almost a guaranteed death sentence because he will just instantly kill you, right? So especially on Keter, but in all difficulties, close the doors. When you're opening the doors, that basically is turning one corridor into two corridors into one long corridor he can just sprint through to get to you even quicker. This also is why SCP-966 is so deadly, because they can open doors for 173. I mentioned that in my 966 video, which you should totally check out if you haven't already. Another very basic tip for dealing with SCP-173 is to just make him your top priority. It's not really a tip, it's just something you need to know about the game. SCP-173 is basically the only SCP that can instantly kill you. If, let's say, SCP-106 is chasing you and you see 173, prioritize looking at him. If you need to walk a bit slower just to make sure 173 doesn't kill you, do that. As if you remember, on one of my Keter runs, I think it was 16, SCP-106 was chasing me, and you still need to check corners. I was still checking corners religiously just to make sure there was no spot for 173 to hide in. 106 catches you, not a big deal compared to 173 killing you, right? Because it's instantly killing you, right? And he moves super fast. So even if you're like against SCP-049 and 173, which is like one of the most deadly combinations in the game, you always want to prioritize 173 because he is so much faster than 049 can ever hope to be. The one time that it might get quite a bit trickier is if SCP-173 and SCP-096 are in the same room. This can happen in the server room where 096 spawns. I've never seen it happen personally, but I know it is possible. So in that case, you still want to look at 173. If you look at SCP-096, it's not a death sentence. You can escape that and survive it, but 173, you look away for even just a split second, you're dead. So always prioritize 173. He's the main antagonist, and you should treat him like he is. I've already went over this, but if you see an elevator, make sure to look inside of it just in case he's there. That saved my life many times. Maintenance tunnels, 049, 939, all the elevators, you always want to check it. So let's say you've done all that, and you do encounter SCP-173. He doesn't kill you because you made sure to check the corners and reset your blink meter before going in the room. So how do you get him out? How do you get to that side? Well, this is actually very simple. The first method, which is probably the simplest, is to get far enough away and blink. Okay, you don't have to. You can get quite far away if you need to. Obviously, if you're gonna do it like that, it's kind of risky. But I just recommend make sure you know that he can't kill you, right? Like that's a very safe distance. That's less safe of a distance, but yeah, it still works. Just want to be far enough away to where he can't kill you. The other method, if you're in a pinch, this can work a lot quicker, and also if you need him to not move as far, for example, if you have an SCP behind you and you need him to get out of your way without having the time to really back up, you can just look at the floor. That'll lure him towards you without him killing you. Just want to make sure your blink meter isn't low when you do this, because then what happens, you lure him real close to you, you end up blinking, and this happens. And, you just got killed by the world's most negligent chiropractor. So definitely try to avoid that. The final thing I want to know about SCP-173 before I end the video, okay, I'm gonna need you to come out, is that if he is chasing you, and let's say he's got you stuck in a corner, and you can't move, SCP-1499 can reset 173. You just want to put it on for 30 to 60 seconds if you want to be real safe about it. Honestly, it doesn't take too long, but if you want to be safe, put it on for a good 30 seconds, and he should have gone away at that point. So as you can see, when I take SCP-1499 off right now, SCP-173 will be gone. Alright, I think that concludes the video. That is everything you need to know about countering and dealing with SCP-173. Also, as far as the lack of uploads over the past month, basically, as you know, the last time I uploaded a video was like a month ago. I was still in Germany, and I didn't really feel like waiting 10 hours to upload a video. And as the days went on, I just kept feeling a bit more crap about the situation. And then I flew back here, and that whole fiasco happened. But today, I was just like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna put myself through it. I'm just gonna make a video, get it out there. So yeah, I don't know if the uploads from now on will be more common. School starts back up in less than a week, so I have to deal with that. But I'll try to still upload. But just if I'm not uploading, that's basically why. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this video helpful in some capacity. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.